3, 2, 1.
Did I need to do it?
No, you
I did it anyway, so. Hello! Right, I'll start normally now. I can't do that, I hate my voice. Right. Hi everyone, welcome back to You Got Your Back chat. Today we're talking about negativity in social media. And for the first time, 3 of us are in person for the first time. And Declan's
a simulation.
Yeah, he's a simulation. He's going to ditch us in about 9 minutes, approximately.
Declan does not exist, but he's here.
Declan,
I do it, that's right.
Say hi.
Hi.
Get off your phone.
I'm not on my phone.
What are you doing then?
Literally not on my phone.
How are we all? Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm good. It's good to be back in person.
Yeah, it's good to meet everyone.
Yeah, because I've not met Scarlett.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
I'm the only one who's met the simulation, so only I
But
know.
have you met him though?
No, I think I've never met the real him. I've met
Ooh,
part of him, but not the real him.
that
I
links
don't think I
well
want to
to
meet the
social
real him.
media.
I
You
don't
never
think
meet the real person on social media.
it links us on to the topic.
There we go.
But before we move on, I need to plug the Instagram, which is GIV Hull, and the TikTok is Got Your Back Hull. Did I get it right?
Yeah, you did, yeah.
Got it right. So, your thoughts on social media, everyone? Come on.
I think some forms of it are better than others. Because I think I personally find myself much more like unfiltered and like I don't care as much on like Snapchat than I do on Instagram. I think Instagram is like the worst one for like negativity and pushing out like almost like a fake persona. Because on Snapchat, like, you mainly just have your friends. You're not going to have, like, hundreds of people that you don't know. It's not as public, I don't think.
Unless you're Declan, because he don't know anyone.
Hi.
Are you even listening?
Yeah?
Alright.
But then, but on Instagram, like, I've got a public account, so pretty much anyone could see that. And then I have followers that I don't know, I've never met, and I probably never will meet. So I think Instagram's probably, like, worse. But I think there's, like, a scale of like which social media is more toxic than others.
Any thoughts, Scarlett?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I have a couple of Instagram accounts, so I have like a public one, and then I use Snapchat, so I have like another Instagram account that just has friends on it. And I think you can definitely see like a difference. You know, like I post a lot more on the one with just my friends, and the one that's public, there's like Jess said, you know, there's people who I'm never gonna meet, I never have met. On there, so I kind of definitely do have a sort of persona, you know, I only post the best pictures and the best bits, which is from a putting it out perspective, it's not that bad, but people looking at it, I guess it can definitely be really toxic.
The infamous Insta-priv accounts.
Yeah.
I relented and got one.
I've got one.
There's like one post on there.
Yeah,
it's not
post,
impressive.
but I don't like, because I feel like my Snapchat is my Insta-priv. Like, I post so much like random stuff on there that should not be anywhere else but the private story on Snapchat. My private Instagram account, I think I have like 10 posts on it, and I barely ever. Yeah, it's literally it's called like Jess is a mess, and then that's it. Like it's just selfies.
It's just you with your red cups of vodka, innit?
No.
And your baguettes.
My baguettes. No, it's just like selfies of me that wouldn't have gone onto the Instagram, like the main Instagram. But then I realised that I look literally different in every single photo. It's a bit of a mess. Like,
My Insta-priv isn't even me. It's of a Brooklyn Nine-Nine character, and that was it.
which one?
It's not even a good one. It's
Go
that,
on.
You know the first episode where they're knocking on the doors?
Yeah.
And that guy goes, it's Malik knows, the Clay's silent.
That's such a random
There was
one
so
to
many you
choose.
could have chosen.
Yeah, and it is a
It's like-
picture of him and it says, remember folks, the Clay is silent. I don't know why.
And that's your entire Instagram priv.
I think so. Wait, I better check it, ain't I? But I think so. That is it.
And that is your entire priv account.
I mean, there's another post on top of it, but that's not important.
I don't know what mine is.
That was the last day of school, and I'm not going over that because I look ugly in every picture.
Oh my gosh. That's the other thing though. When people say, oh, look ugly in pictures and blah, 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 like, that's just not
Yeah,
true.
but I do. There's no going up around it. I do.
No, definitely not.
Declan does.
Just say definitely.
Alright.
In every picture.
I see how it is.
But it's
look,
simulation, so you
mine,
never know.
this is literally, it's just pictures
You have a
of me.
lot.
Yeah, but that's me just looking different.
Well, my
I could tell yours just being a load of photo dumps.
Yeah.
Exactly the same as your normal one.
2,473 posts.
2,000.
I thought she was going to say followers then. I was going to go, how private is that? How private is that?
No,
I wish.
that's how many posts. Because I just literally, I post them as random stuff. Like, I just post because it's only got my friends on it, so I'll just literally post like a random picture, like a photo of a Furby, and then I'll just caption it like, "Night, guys."
A Furby.
With a Furby. But I guess if you don't have Snapchat, like that's what I put on my Snapchat.
Yeah.
story.
For context. What year are you in, Scarlett?
I mean, yeah.
To be fair, I'm guessing you were like, no, because you're in the same year as my sister. You were the era of the Furbies. Like, did you have? Yeah.
Yeah, I used to have
My
one.
sister had a Furby and then she turned it angry.
Yeah, it goes in
That's
all
the
different
same.
rooms,
Yeah,
doesn't
but it
One
went
time it tried
angry.
to flirt with my mum. Like, I'm being serious.
No, so my sister's Furby, like, she forgot to, like, look after it for so long that it got angry and it just started attacking things.
Yeah.
Like, it would just waddle around and just attack things.
Did Des call her a bitch?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We had
he
to
swears,
turn it
doesn't
off,
it?
yeah.
I was like, why? And then you turn it off.
You
One-
can't turn them off though. You have to take the batteries out. Because I remember my
Yeah,
mum couldn't
we had
work
to
out how
take
to do it.
One
so
time
my
it turned into
upstairs
Beyonce
cupboard got thrown.
and started singing Love on Top.
Are you kidding me?
No, he started singing Beyonce songs.
No.
Like, for no reason whatsoever.
Mine was just like, it was just like, you haven't treated me well, and just would like waddle off and attack something, and I'd be like, oh my gosh. And if you went too near it, it would like try and bite your finger. Like, this is like a stuffed teddy thing. Like you really had to look after it like it was a child, or it was gonna
But I don't,
go mad.
why?
Yeah.
You just leave it in the corner of a room,
Yeah,
and
mine
the
got
batteries
thrown.
would leak everywhere. And then you put it back in, it goes, what you done to me?
Yeah, mine got thrown the under the stairs cupboard. We couldn't turn it off, so it literally just got thrown under the stairs, and that's where it stayed.
The Furby era. And then McDonald's had like the little teddies.
Yeah.
So my sister had like her big Furby that had no batteries in
Like a bunch
because.
of them around.
And then the little, yeah, it was like a little army of like.
Did you go once a week to get the toys?
I think she probably went like twice a week to get all of them. I remember when collecting them was a thing, and now I went the other day and got a Happy Meal, and it was like a make your own. It was like a, you know, Mr. Potato Head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like that, but a cardboard Furby, a cardboard minion,
I
cardboard
was gonna
minion,
say.
and it had like
Got
bits
that.
inside it that were like you could like slot in different arms and hats and stuff. And I was like, this is what McDonald's toys has
Why?
come to.
I
Because
remember
I ordered a Happy Meal and I didn't want a book, like. So
the Mega Mind part. You remember when Mega Mind came out? You
Yeah.
used to get like the
Yeah.
little toys that used to fire stuff. They were the
I remember
like,
the Olympic ones for the 2012 Olympics. If
you used to
anyone.
get the little toy things, didn't you? They
I
did
had
that.
like 3 archery sets. And you had to
Mascots.
have like a cardboard like board, and you had the little guide.
I imagine you still have that, and you sit in your uni room just shooting at the wall.
No,
I couldn't.
I wish.
I
Wish uni
remember,
was that exciting.
They did that. What are they called? Like Monopoly ones. You used to get like mini Monopoly and Guess Who stuff, didn't you?
Yeah. No, the best one though. I think you guys are a bit young for it. 'Cause you're a bit younger than me. The singing
gone.
ones. Oh,
He didn't even say bye. Wait, for the TikTok.
for the TikTok
I don't know, pros and cons
of social media.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, like I said, it's different for each type though. Like, what social media does everyone have? Because I only have Facebook.
I've only got
Instagram
Facebook
and
for work,
Snap.
I don't use it. I got it
Yeah.
for work the other day. And I've got
I have it for a uni, and that's it.
Snap and Instagram.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to plug them because I'm not that self.
Go on, plug them.
I'm not going to plug them.
Plug the priv.
I'm not going to plug the fridge. I'm not going to
What about you, Scott?
Yeah, I only really use Instagram. I have Twitter, but I don't really go on it ever.
I think Twitter's just the worst
Yeah,
possible place to be.
Yeah.
Twitter.
And if you use Twitter, I think it's like you use it just for drama. Like
Yeah, you
it's
get
not-
Twitter to
definitely,
argue.
Yeah.
You
And
get
like-
Twitter to argue with people.
Let's face it, the news isn't real. And you get stuff like Donald Trump.
Yeah, it's good. 'cause you
He's the main. Didn't they ban his account?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sure they
It's
did.
good because you get like news notifications, and then you can sort of like Google it and kind of check if it actually is.
Or you
real,
could
but,
just
like,
get news notifications from the news app.
That is
Yeah.
true, but I don't have the news app.
I don't do either. I don't really look at news.
I kind of have to now. 'cause
If I want
adult-
to, I just turn the
but-
TV on. Like, basically,
I feel like social media is like, I don't watch TV because everything I need is on social media.
Yeah. So.
I gave up on TV like a good 2 years ago.
you're saying this to the wrong person because I'm a big nerd. So TV and
sorry.
movies
Big
is
nerd.
what my go-to. But yeah.
I guess like Netflix is probably the closest thing to TV, but I don't like remember the last time I sat down and like watched actual like TV because I just don't really.
Yeah.
Like, why would you watch something when you can't choose what's on when you could just go on something?
Is
where you can
anyone
choose
watching
what's
Love Island?
Never watched it.
Oh,
Of course
Josh.
you're watching it. Of course you're watching it.
Yeah, I am.
But
It's good.
social media, negativity
Yeah.
with that.
Love Island is probably the worst for that, to be honest. I literally, right, so I'll sidetrack quickly. So this guy at my uni was like hitting me up a bit from my Snapchat, actually. So it does link into social media. Anyway, we met up a couple of times. And and then he took me on a date. No, you haven't heard about. Have you heard about the 26 reasons? No.
No.
Okay. So he took me on a date.
There's so many stories she tells. We don't know what we've heard before. Or not.
So many. This was recently though. So he took me on a date and he said it was going to be the best night of my life. And I was like, right. Took me to Turtle Bay.
What's Turtle Bay?
I don't know. Is it like a Mediterranean restaurant or something?
Caribbean.
Caribbean. There we go. And then.
It's good for cocktails.
Yeah, it is actually. That's it. Like the food was a bit dodge, but the cocktails were decent. I literally had like chicken with macaroni and cheese. I was like, that's not really. That was literally one of the meal options. Like I didn't change it. That was an option.
That doesn't sound too bad.
It was all right, but the time before I had this. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. We'll carry on. Carry on with the actual story.
No, carry on.
Then he took me to this pub, which is where he's living. He's living above next year, which I thought was a bit of a weird place. And then he was like, "Oh, I know you like writing," and he was like, "So I've written you something." And he'd written me 26 reasons why he liked me after knowing me for 26 days.
So one for each day.
One for each day.
Did he say that to you?
He did. And I read through it. One of the things is like he loves my rants and they make him smile. And
We don't.
And I was excuse me. And I was just like, oh, that's a bit cringe. And then it got worse. So I was like, okay, it's kind of sweet, bit cringe. And then I didn't obviously say it was cringe to him. But then we're leaving the place and we're walking back to like the bus stop to go back to campus. And he goes, yeah, that thing that I did for you, like, I did it for my ex and it worked really well for her as well. And I was like, well, it didn't work well for me. And now you've just told me you've done it for someone else. So it's not only a bit of a cringy idea, it's a reused cringy idea.
Why would he tell you that?
Exactly,
Like, that's
exactly.
Why would you do that? Never mind tell you that. Why would you do that anyway?
Clearly.
You live a too interesting life. Like,
I
there's
do.
too much going on in your life.
There's far too much going on. But, I mean, it's more boring now that I'm home, because there's not a lot to do.
Do you think it's more interesting because of social media?
Well, that's how you get the dates now, though. Because I don't want to say, like, oh, I'm too good for Tinder, but I don't want to have to get Tinder.
Let's face it, I don't think anyone, like, goes to a bar and meets someone there anymore.
I have.
Have you?
Yeah, I don't want to have to meet people through a dating app. Like, the people that I've either met through social media or in person. And I find that that's better because it's more... I mean, obviously, social media is not like a natural way to meet people. But a lot of people on social media, they aren't looking to find someone. They just sometimes do. Like, my last relationship was through Instagram DMs. So... I think there's benefits.
No, because you tell us about a lot of relationships.
I was with him for 9 months. It ended in February.
Was that the one you got with during lockdown?
Yeah.
Yeah, but how do you know that they look like that in real life?
Oh, yeah.
Catfishes!
Yeah.
Wait.
Like the dangers of it as well.
Yeah.
Has anyone been catfished before?
Oh, no.
Declan.
No, okay.
A catfish.
I've never actually had an experience. Like, I always could tell if someone was messaging me and they were fake. Because there's
You
so
can't
many.
tell because of the way like they word stuff.
I mean, I have my Instagram DMs on like requests. So if they don't follow me, they have to request to send the DM. And the amount of ones you get that are like,
hi, I want you to be my clothes.
yeah,
thingy.
come
I've got plenty.
come be an
so many
influencer
of
for our
those.
brand.
Yeah.
And things like that. But then you get
Actual.
people as well that are like, they look like people. I actually had one time someone sent me a DM and requested to follow me on Instagram. And their profile picture was me. And I was like,
Oh.
what? It was really weird. Like, it was a picture
What
from...
was the username?
It wasn't me. It wasn't. I can't remember the username. It's been deleted now because I reported the account and it got deleted. But I was like, why are you using my profile? Like, I was like, it wasn't my profile picture at the time, but it was just a picture from my Instagram. I was like, why are you using that? Like, that's obviously not you. And she was like, oh, you're so pretty. I'm using it for my inspiration. I was
She
like,
was like,
what?
I think he was like.
Well, okay, he. I don't know. I'm saying she because it was me, but
lives in a basement.
yeah. There is obviously the danger of like catfishes on the internet and things because you don't know who you're meeting half the time. Like I always try to vet like my key way of finding out, right? You know, you've got like their feed that you can look at. If you click across to what they're tagged in, that's how you know.
I remember semi-catfished. I wouldn't say fully.
Okay.
But I remember like meeting someone on Snapchat from a different school and then meeting up with her and she didn't really look like you know when like you do like the normal like snaps on Snapchat.
Yeah, like red snaps.
Yeah, she looked different than what she did in them. Like when she didn't have
Did she have no filter?
No filter. She just looked different.
Okay.
I was very weirded out. Like she just.
That is weird.
She just looked
Red
a lot
snaps
different.
is normally the way to figure out if they're real or not.
If I don't believe, I just go, can you put your finger on your nose and send me a picture? Because that's the way to
No, that
prove
is
it.
fair though. That is fair.
I
always ask for videos.
Yeah, sometimes I don't say it. Sometimes I just send a picture of my forehead or something and like wait for them to send one back. Or if they don't, then it's fake.
Yeah. But she literally looked different from red snaps to in person.
Yep. She looked a lot different.
But I feel like there's selecting your photos where there's the ones where you look good but it's still you, and then there's heavily editing your photos so you don't look like yourself.
I've got a question.
Okay.
What's a virtual influencer?
Well, they're ones that like don't actually exist as humans. It's just like AI.
What do you mean?
So like there's one on TikTok that's like I need to try and find her. Let me see if I can find her.
Is it like the ones where like
They're literally like robots, but they're influencers.
just like post like random facts?
No, it's like it looks like a person, but it's not. Like, okay, you know Bitmoji? It's
Yeah.
basically a moving Bitmoji that has a TikTok account. So
Or
it's
like a normal face?
yeah,
Like
but-
a simulated person.
yeah, like it's literally like a simulator.
It's called Lil Michaela.
Called what?
Lil Michaela.
Lil Michaela.
L-I-L.
Oh yeah, this is the one. Right, that's her.
She looks like a robot. She doesn't
Yeah.
look real.
Yeah, but like she dances and she does all the stuff like look, okay. She's talking about the US track and field team, but she's literally a robot.
It looks like, you know, like, what's it called? When they put the faces on, like, you know, when like you transfer like faces.
Yeah. So no, so it looks
It
like
looks like a normal
look.
person, just with like not their face on.
Yeah, but it's just weird. Like, so it says 19-year-old robot living in LA, but look, she like moves like like it could be a normal human,
So it's just
But it's
generated on
not.
the computer.
pretty much. But like she does everything.
Why is she verified if she's a robot? I thought
This
there
is
was
my point.
I thought there was a whole
This
thing
is my
against
point.
it.
No, because they're influencers, so they're still like girls are gonna see that and still like follow like either her body standard.
There
but
are some
that's,
girls out there that, no offense, but they'll be like gullible and like see that as a
Yeah.
real person.
well, not even that. Even if they don't see it as a real person, they'll be like, "Oh my god, she's so pretty."
Like more often than not, I don't look at the bios on like TikToks.
Yeah, but
So
you're not gonna. Look
no,
at
but
that
like
and-
if I was, say, I was younger
yeah,
and I was, I don't know, say I was younger and insecure because of social media,
yeah,
and I saw something like that pop up on my For You feed, whatever you call it, and if you're gullible, you fall for it. You don't look at the bio, you just keep going through like TikToks and they pop up every now and then. You believe that and you see it as like almost like diminishes is that the word? Like diminishes like
yeah.
positivity on body and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
and the thing is, it's bad enough when like real people are promoting like unhealthy or like unobtainable body standards with heavily edited like content.
Now they've
But
got
then you've got
computers doing it. They
now
don't even
you've
have a
got
body.
exactly, and then you've got people that are going to look at that and be like, oh my god, I wish I was that skinny. And like, well, that's literally not real. Like editing, and then you've just got like a complete robot. But they're still influencing people, and it's not even just on like body image. That like she was actually talking about track and field team, like the Olympics. Like it's not just on it's not just on a social media level. Like, she's trying to influence what people are thinking, and there's probably a whole team behind that TikTok account. It's not one person.
Hey guys, what are we doing today? We're editing another post. Like, I could literally...
Great American accent there.
Of course they're Americans. Like,
They are living in LA,
There you go
apparently.
then. They're Americans.
They
Like,
are.
I'm confused now. I'm confused myself. Right, we're editing this part out. And everyone compose yourselves and we'll jump straight back in.
Why are you jumping in?
I mean, what would you say, like, the downsides to, like, social media is right now with the things lifting? Like,
Right
with
now?
yeah.
The same thing you said, everyone, like, going out. So then peer pressure on, like, people being like, I need to go out because everyone else is. And they just feel like it's wrong that they're not, but it needs to be said. And people need to know that it's not, because it's getting worse again. Like, well, it was. I don't know if it is
I
anymore.
think it still is. I don't know.
I ain't heard anything in a while. But, like, they've had to push it back, like...
They're
everything.
not pushing it back further, though. Which
They're not?
I thought that was weird.
So have they said, like, it's not being pushed back further no matter what happens?
Yeah, they've said... Well, I was reading the news, because I read the news. No, they said that it's opening on the 19th, regardless. Which I thought was a bit...
Didn't Boris... When did Boris... Was it quite recent that he said, I'm going to let the bodies pile high before we go into lockdown again?
Did he?
Yeah. Did he?
Before Christmas.
Or was it before Christmas?
Oh. Now that would be... Yeah, oh gosh.
He did say that though. I know he said
I'm
that.
going to let the bodies pile.
Before we go into lockdown again. And then like 2 weeks
And then
later
we
we
went
went in
into
lockdown. Yeah.
Do you have anything to add, Scarlett?
Yeah, I think even without COVID, even some people might not really have friends to go out with, and then seeing other people doing it, that just makes the loneliness a million times worse. It's like they already feel lonely, and then they're seeing everyone else have a good time, and it's like, oh, well, that's what I'm missing out on. So even from a non-COVID perspective, it's still, and people want to post them having a good time with their friends, so then it's a difficult thing to weigh up, because it's like you don't want to sort of affect people negatively, but also it's nice to share the good things, so it's a difficult one.
Yeah, I think it's weird seeing old friends doing things.
Yeah,
because I feel like a lot of people's friendship groups have changed. For me, seeing my old friends having this great time on online, it's weird because you almost get FOMO, even though friendships end for
I
a
did,
reason.
like old friends, and I see them doing stuff. Sometimes I get, oh, I wish I was doing that.
Yeah.
And then you get into a big reminiscing phase, don't you? And you think about.
But that goes back to it all being was it that good of a time, or did they just all say smile for the camera?
But is that a good thing or a bad thing about social media?
I think that's a bad thing, because I think people want to paint it in such a good light, whatever they're doing. I'm not going to post something on social media that's bad on my Instagram. I'm only going to post when I've had a good time. Whether I've had a good time or not, it's going to look like I've had a good time. But then you're going to think that then there's people that are going to look at it and go, oh, I wish I was there. And I'm sat there thinking, but it wasn't that great. We all just said, smile for the camera, did the little... And then it was straight-faced again as soon as the picture was taken.
You're going, I wish I was at home.
Yeah, wish I was back in bed. And then there's people in bed looking at it thinking, I wish I was out there. She looks like she's having a great time. So I think there's pros and
sat there
cons.
thinking she's probably had a rant tonight. Is it a normal day without a Jess rant?
No.
There you go.
Unless I'm really tired.
To top it all off, let's go with Jess, Scarlett. Tell me your absolute pet peeve of social media and the media as it is.
Oh, this is going to be, I don't know, a little bit controversial.
Only one, Jess.
I only have one.
Oh, I forgot
It's the really fake hype comments. When you get a girl's post on Instagram and they have 50 comments, queen, fire emojis, so cute, and they only do it, the girls only comment so that girl comments on theirs next week, and it's such a toxic cycle. That's my pet peeve. It really annoys me.
Scarlett.
I don't actually know. Probably I don't know. Maybe when people pretend to be sort of interested in things just on social media, or I guess sort
Trends.
of, yeah, trends, or actually no, I know what it is. There's Instagram story things where it's I've put this on my story, repost it if you're not homophobic or something like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can see who's
And
seen
I don't
this.
do it. I've had it once where I haven't like reposted before, and they
Yeah.
messaged me going, "You're disgusting.
Yeah, like,
Why
I'm
did
not
you
gonna
do it?"
repost
I'm
it,
like,
like,
because
for
I'm not
what
that
reason?
sad.
Yeah.
Like, I'm against it, but I just like
Yeah. What's yours, Josh?
mine. I agree with them too. I think
See, it's hard to think when you're.
it is
on the
really
spot.
hard.
Yeah, well, I
actually.
put you on the spot now.
well,
so.
sorry, I didn't have anything else to say.
There's me that has 5,000 things that annoy me, and you're like, no, everything's
I'm a pretty
good.
chill guy, man. What does that mean? What was that face for?
I don't know, this is recorded so everyone can just see the face I just pulled.
He was like, why? What did I?
I should know what annoys you.
Yeah, but like, a lot annoys me, and then at the same time, not much annoys me. So it's hard to like.
Everything
pick out.
annoys you just to a certain point.
Yeah, and like I just
Fair.
think I'm not bothered. Like it doesn't really affect me.
That's good though. Like if you can,
I tried-
if it doesn't affect you, then
I've gone through. I didn't get social media till like very like late on. So when I was 14, I got Snapchat, and like
yeah, I think I was about the same.
I only got Instagram like 2 years ago.
I was literally 10 when I got
Oh
Instagram.
no, it was about 2 years ago, and I got Instagram.
Don't know why I got it so
And,
early.
I think because I got it later, I had that positive mindset of like this isn't real. I see people in like real life and stuff.
Yeah, because I think you're more
and you
mature.
look at it like because you
like-
haven't been there before and you
Yeah.
haven't seen it and you haven't been used to it for so long. You almost see it as like you can almost like tell that that's fake or
Yeah.
they're having a good time there or like unless you're really good at it. Unless you're Jess and you're really good at hiding it. So listen on what are we on now? We're not on Apple yet, are we?
Spotify.
It's Spotify and YouTube, isn't it? So listen on Spotify and YouTube. Go look at our new TikToks because Jess is pretty angry. She hasn't got many watches on hers. Don't deny
Call
it.
me out on the podcast.
Don't deny it. You. I'm just gonna put it out there. Man's done better.
Are we carrying on this argument into the next podcast now?
It's up to you.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to now.
Oh,
You just
great.
called me out. So
I didn't
that's
call
it
you
now.
out. Next podcast we're recording it. We've got a boxing ring. We're just going at it.
Socially distanced boxing match.
About COVID. Let's box. I don't like this. Delete that.
I'm such a rubbish.
It's so pathetic. Oh, okay. Follow our Instagram, GYB Hull, and follow our TikTok. Is it Got Your Back Hull?
Yeah.
Got Your Back Hull. And thanks for listening, or thanks for watching, and we'll see you in a month. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. I hate myself so much.
Got Your Back Chat is a podcast made by Got Your Back, a media made by young people for young people. Got Your Back Chat is managed by Eskimosoup for the Got Your Back campaign. Alice O'Dwyer is our campaign lead, Jenny Harrison is our producer, Keely Graham is our designer, and Peyton Hutchinson made the jingle. You can follow Got Your Back on social media by searching @GYBHull. And make sure to subscribe to this podcast wherever you're listening to hear more in the future.